It's very emotional for me because I see European people with blue eyes and blonde hair being killed, children being killed every day with Putin's missiles and his helicopters and his rockets.
Undoubtedly, witnessing the Russian invasion of Ukraine is an emotional affair. However, distinguishing anguish and displacement based on one's hair and eye color raises many questions with regards to the apparent double standards there are in our world when it comes to the effects of war and refugees. As Khalid Baidoun puts it, let's not lose sight of how religion, race, and namely whiteness figures heavily into refugee resettlement. The double standard on forced displacement is glaring. Take for example the countries who have welcomed Ukrainian refugees: Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, and Moldova. Poland and Hungary have offered food, shelter, and all necessary aid to Ukrainians fleeing war. Yet in Poland, only 2 months ago, security forces were accused of torturing refugees from Palestine, Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Meanwhile, in Hungary, these are the images of a fence constructed to stop refugees from entering their borders. That is, non-white ones, of course. Now let's flip the script. Europe's biggest Muslim majority country, Turkey, has accepted Ukrainian refugees for years, without xenophobia and the hostility facing Muslim refugees when fleeing to Europe. And this phenomenon is not new, not at all.
Now the unthinkable has happened to them. And this is not a developing third world nation. This is Europe.
An argument that you will hear often on mainstream media is that Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, is a civilized place, unlike Afghanistan and Iraq. The irony is, civilization was present in Mesopotamian Iraq long before it appeared in Eastern Europe. And this is not a tit-for-tat argument, but history speaks for itself. Millions of Jews found refuge in Turkey and Palestine fleeing the Nazi Holocaust. These are images of more European refugees in now war-torn Syria seeking a safe haven from the Nazi and Soviet invasion of Europe. Yet our collective memory perhaps chooses to forget these facts, and it all lies in Edward Said's Orientalism theory. Western narratives illustrate an inappropriate understanding of Asia and the Middle East, lands of imaginary danger, mystery, and barbarism. Yet it is these dangerous barbarians that were happy to take in Europeans when savagery tore the old continent.
Just to put it bluntly, these are not refugees from Syria. These are refugees from neighboring Ukraine. I mean, that, quite frankly, is part of it. These are Christians, they're white.
Russia has indeed invaded Ukraine, an aggression that has been condemned by almost everyone. Yet when the US invaded Iraq and Afghanistan in 2003, or when Zionists occupied Palestine in 1948 and invaded Arab lands in 1967, where is the global outcry? Where is the condemnation? All in all, if Ukrainian refugees deserve our attention and hospitality, which they most definitely do, surely those from Myanmar, Yemen, Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan deserve the same.